What's up guys, it's Zenith with a tutorial that will hopefully help anybody out there struggling with learning their Spacie Shortens. The tool we will be using is a metronome. Luckily, thanks to today's modern technology, you can get one for free at any app store or on the computer. The metronome keeps a steady stream of clicks at a specified tempo, usually in beats per minute, or BPM. Since hitting shortens rely on being able to use muscle memory, the metronome is a great tool to help drill the timings into your brain. Each click of the metronome representing when you want to press B. First, it is important to note that Fox and Falco both have 4 side B lengths, one regular side B length that comes out when B is input just once, and 3 versions of the shorten at varying lengths depending on the frame that the second B press is input. I will be referring to these 3 shortens as short for the shortest, medium, and long. Kadano made a great visual of all of these lengths of spatial illusions that can be found in the description below, and here's where the metronome comes in. Going in tier list order, Fox is first, and the shortest shorten requires B to be pressed 20 or 21 frames after the initial startup of side B. This timing can be practiced by setting the metronome to 180 beats per minute. Doing the math, the time it takes between 2 clicks of the metronome at 180 beats per minute is exactly 20 frames in Melee's 60 frames per second. To go for the 21 frame input, set the BPM to 171 or anywhere in between to practice the shortest shorten. His medium length shorten requires a B press 22 frames apart from the first. This comes out to a rough BPM of 163, which is just about the tempo of the Melee menu theme. His longest shorten requires an input on frame 23, which can be practiced with a BPM of roughly 156. Falco shortens require an increase in tempo compared to Fox's. His shortest shorten requires an input on either frame 17 or 18, having the same 1 frame leniency just like Fox's shortest shorten. His medium shorten requires an input 19 frames after, calling for a BPM around 189, and his longest shorten requires a B press 20 frames after the first, so to practice set the metronome to 180 beats per minute just like Fox's shortest shorten. The reason I kept saying about or roughly blank BPM is just because I had to round the decimals of the converted frames to BPM. Of course, these are all 1 frame inputs and are tricky to pull off. I personally have problems hitting the longest shortens the most, but if mastered, being able to mix in these different lengths is a good way to throw off your opponent while recovering. Of course, human error does exist, and you won't be able to make perfectly synchronized inputs with the metronome clicks, but hopefully this provides a good sound cue to at least start the development of your muscle memory. Thanks to Mike Haze and DJLO, whose content I got the frame data from. Mike has a great video going more in depth on Fox's shortens, and DJLO and Kadano have great Reddit posts on the subject. All are linked, so check them out for sure. As a general announcement, I am now partnered with Smash Studios' content creating team, so be sure to check them out and drop them a sub. Plenty of Smash content to be posted there. Other than that, thanks for watching guys, I hope this helped.